Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew. Get you a bottle of Mountain Dew. Grab some dew or you're screwed. Get your Mountain Dew. Yep, it's that time of the day here. Darlington, South Carolina. The track to Tough to Tame is the next stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Stop number 25 on the season. It's the running of the Mountain Dew Southern 500. And should be a good race here today. On the pole at 172 miles an hour, it is Ryan Richards, car 75, the winner at New Hampshire. Beside him, John Lena, number 44. Row 2, Andy Timmons at number 7. And beside him, Charles Sanford in the 12. Then comes Nick Baxter in car number 8 has the third row on the inside. Beside him, Joshua Osborne in car number 4. Then it's Zed Weinstein and Mike Becker, two of our points contenders, sharing row number 4. Becker on the 43 and Weinstein on the 70. Then it's, here comes the command to fire him up here at Darlington.
Drivers, start your engine!
And here's the party engines. Row number 5 has, row number 5 has Jasmine Acosta in the 30. And Tanner Doobie in car 25. Row number 6 has Kyle Sosnowski in the 15. And the Bristol winner, Dalton Day, car number 20. Then it's Jeremy Doobie in 68. And the 29 of Kyle Matthews. And then the 19 of 19 of Jack Richards. And the 2 of Dylan Young in row number 8. And row 9 has Joshua Michaels, the Michigan winner, in number 14. And the Richmond winner, Pichu London, in 94. Field come out corner number 4. Pace car looks up on the pit road. Green flag waits for 37 laps of action. Green flag in the air. We're underway at Darlington. Nick Baxter moving into third position now as he gets past John Lena. And now as Ryan Richards with Andy Timmons in tow leads the first lap of the race here. 1 lap in the books, 36 to go here at Darlington. Still lots of racing left to go. As Timmons goes inside of Richards, of Ford on the inside, of Pontiac on the outside. With some of the newer type cars there, you have been known to see a lot of Darlington wall bangers, but with these older cars, they have tamed those new slower type cars. We have not seen the Darlington wall banger game happen. Because used to you get a car on the inside in turn number 2, you might as well consider yourself wall banged if you were on the outside. But you might still be wall banged if you go 3 wide though. Timmons now loses the lead to Nick Baxter, and here comes Zed Weinstein trying to get back what he lost at Bristol. As he now moves up into second place now, Weinstein, the winner at Watkins Glen on a road course. As if to get one on an oval track, but Weinstein's car's got the performance. We have seen it time and time again this season. His return with that ride. Of course, you remember Stephen Pollard III had that ride a season ago, and things went pretty well for him, though, except had some bad luck last season. But since Weinstein took the ride back, it's been going very, very well for him. As he now goes back inside of, and here he comes inside of Nick Baxter for the number 1 spot. Weinstein trying to get his 5 bonus points for leading a lap. As Ryan Richards goes inside of Jasmine Acosta for the number 3 position. Now back, maybe by Nick Baxter for 2nd. Charles Sanford up in the 5th position as he gets past Kyle Sosnowski in the 15. And Weinstein will get his 5 bonus points as now Nick Baxter tries the crossover move on him. And Acosta now hung out to dry as now John Lena and Jack Richards will go by. And now John Lena loses position as now Kyle Sosnowski goes by him. Sosnowski with a very fast car so far in that 15 car, maybe trying to get his first win still in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Got close in one of the Pocono races, where he finished second in that event. Sosnowski, even though a rookie in this series, is not no stranger to this kind of NR 2003 racing. Runs the INORL series cavalcade, much like Seth Cole with the NSCRA and several others with their stuff. The Charles Sanford inside for the number 1 spot on Nick Baxter. A pair of Buicks going at it. Sanford's claim to fame so far this season has been the Winston All-Star race. Weinstein up in the 3rd position now. John Lena up to 4th. Weinstein, one of our points contenders, was running very well right now. Mike Becker running 15th at the moment. See where he runs right. See where he's clocked it this time by in the Richard Petty colors. Becker now up to the 13th position now. Looking to gain some positions. And where's our championship leader Seth Cole at, you ask? Well, there he is, car 52. Clocked last time in 28th position. So Seth not having a good run at Darlington so far. He got close to winning at Bristol. In fact, the one who's ahead of him was who he finished second to at Bristol, Dalton Day. Running in 26 right now. Cole up to 27th at the moment. But with Becker running in 13th and Weinstein up in the top 5, that's not what Cole needs to see, and neither is Joshua Osborne. He's in 29th. He's been on a cold streak since his 4 wins in the first 10 races in the season. Came close to a win at Michigan a couple races ago, but several big names way down in the field, including Keith Batson, who comes in this race 5th in standings. Goes with Mike Cody Lamas. Keith down in the 37th spot right now. Back to the leaders. John Lena has the lead right now, number 44. As he's got Jeremy Doobie second, third, Rohit Vaderview. It's been one of the drivers who's had a horrific season so far. Rohit Vaderview in the 90. And the 30 of Jasmine Acosta up in the 4th position, now trying for 3rd inside of Vaderview. Maybe 2nd on John Lena's. Lena's now caught up in the high side as well. Nick Baxter up there, Adrian Becker in 27. 14 of Joshua Michaels, the winner at Michigan. And that thrilling finish between he and Nick Baxter. As a matter of fact, Baxter looked like he had the race won at Michigan, and all of a sudden, Michaels got back on the inside, off the fourth, threw the throttle down, and won the event by about half a car length over Baxter. And Mike Becker continues to gain positions. Now he's up into the 6th position now. Zed Weinstein right now rides in 9th. So those two looking to gain some monster points on Seth Cole at the moment. But still early in the race, so 14 in the books and 23 remaining. As Cole right now Seth Cole right now way back in the pack, 34th at the moment. He went up high and dropped some positions. Joshua Osborne even up ahead of him right now. Osborne comes in this race 4th in standings. He's another points contender not having a good day. He's in 32nd right now. So 3 of our top 5 runners in the points, including the points leader, way back in the back. And not what you want here at Darlington, and especially not this late in the season. Of course, I guess you might say better to get your mulligans now as opposed to have it happen near the final few races of the season. But as I said before, 20 laps to go. Make that 20 laps to go now. You might still gain some positions though. So Osborne, that's what he's looking to do right now as he goes inside, as he's about to come up on the 9 of Jessica Shelton. And Keith Batson and Seth Cole all hoping to follow. And Cole right now has dropped to the last position in 38th. Meantime, Mike Becker, second in points, leads the race. So Mike Becker, I'm sure, thrilled to... if he knew the news right now, he'd be thrilled to know. And a wall banger, wall scraping happened for Charles Sanford in the 12. Apparently somebody shoved him up in the wall in turn number 2. And Mike Becker will get his 5 bonus points for leading a lap in that board. And at number 43, STP Pontiac. So far, no yellow flags thus far at Darlington. Been very unusual so far. Nick Baxter inside. Now Zed Weinstein in third position. He's already led his lap. So Weinstein and Becker taking advantage of Seth Cole's troubles here at Darlington so far. Baxter led the lap, and now Becker goes back inside. Some terrific racing we're having up front, though, for the number 1 position. And somebody we haven't talked about so far today here up in the top 5 now, Charles Jackson, is another one of those having a horrific season so far. He's down in 33rd in standings, I believe. I think that's where he's at right now. Jackson won his first Castrol GTX Cup Series race, and only one, I should say, last season at Richmond. And he's got his buddy Dylan Young right behind him in the 2 car, the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac, in 6th position. Jackson up to 5th. Actually made that 4th right now, and now he tried to go. He almost made it 3 wide between he, Weinstein, and Jeremy Doobie in the 68. And Jackson now up in the 3rd position as Weinstein shoved up high. Now Joshua Michaels goes by Zed Weinstein. Plenty of racing left though. 22 in the books, 15 to go. 14 when it comes to strike now for Mike Becker. Looking to capitalize on this whole thing. He won at Bristol in the Food City 500 this season, the 5th race of the season. Now looking to get a Darlington win under his belt now, as he's trying to hold up the pair of Fords of Jeremy Doobie and Charles Jackson. But right now, nothing's working right. But right now, cars pretty much lined up single file for the first 3 spots now. But now Nick Baxter inside of Joshua Michaels for the number 5 or number 4 position now. Shuffling the deck here at Darlington, I guess you might call it. Much like a deck of cards, I guess you might say these cards are. Cole Dally, we haven't talked about him much today. He's up into the... That's where he's at right now. He's up into the 11th position now, as he goes by Dylan Young for 10th. But Charles Sanford in the 12th. Dalton Day, he was way back in the back a few moments ago. He's now up to the 13th position. John Lena way up high. There's Ann Batson in 18th right now. Chris Washer, Leia Walker, Dylan Poteet now has gained some positions out to 22nd. Make that 21st now. Keith Batson up to 24th. Joshua Osborne up to 25th. Those two have made some headway. And Seth Cole still back in 30th position, following Jessica Shelton in the 9. And Shelton's another one of those in the top 10 of the points chase. She's in the 7th place in the points. But right now it's been all about Mike Becker as he knows he's got 10 laps to go. But Charles Jackson also knows that as well. He's a bit faster than Becker right now. Charles Jackson looking to get his first Castrol GTX Cup Series win of the season. So is his teammate Jack Richards. They were 1-2 in the Pepsi 400. Where Jack Richards nosed out Charles for the win by 0.06 of a second. In that thrilling final lap finish. Here comes Jackson on the inside of Becker. Here he comes. As the two Fords trying to hook up to go by that Pontiac. Jackson inside for the lead, and he's going to get in turn number 3. Ford on the inside, Pontiac on the outside. Charles Jackson takes the lead at Darlington. There goes Mike Becker coming back on the outside. Who leads the lap? Jackson does. 8 to go. But Jack Richards, he's on the inside. He says, I want a Darlington win again. Richards won this race back, I believe, in season 7, I believe. I'm not sure, but... Nick Baxter going inside now. He wants a win. The Miller American Buick, number 8. That's an 87 Buick he's driving. One of the 3 Buicks in the field. Field consisting of 9 Oldsmobile. Field consisting of 12 Fords, 9 Oldsmobiles, 9 Pontiacs, 7 Chevrolets, and 3 Buicks. In this field. 6 laps to go. Jack Richards closing in. This looks like Daytona but in reverse. Nope, Charles Jackson, he's got Jack Richards on the inside, Richards on the inside of Jackson. And it's now Jack Richards back to the number 1 spot. Zed Weinstein, he's getting into it now. Jeremy Doobie gets into it in the 68 as well. 3 Fords in the Pontiac, and Jackson's stuck up high now. And he drops from first to 4th, just like that. Now Weinstein, he wants the number 1 spot. Jack Richards deploys first. In the second now goes Weinstein. 3rd Doobie. 4th Jackson. 5th is Nick Baxter. 6th Cole Daly. 7th is Rohit Vaderview. 9th 8th Adrian Becker. 9th Dougie Shears. 10th is Joshua Michaels. And Mike Becker dropping positions. He's now down to the 16th position. And Batson about to go by him in the 3 car. So Becker, who with 10 to go is leading the race, has dropped like a rock. But now Zed Weinstein, he's going to try to take advantage of the troubles now that Becker's faced. Unless he too gets caught on the outside. Doobie inside for the lead. This time by 2 laps to go. Who's it going to be in Darlington? Weinstein now falls back behind Doobie. Weinstein back on the inside. Here he comes. Doobie took the lead, but Weinstein shuts him up high. This time, Doobie into the wall. White flag waves this time by. Jack Richards goes by. Nick Baxter goes by, or tries to. And it's going to let Weinstein pull away. So start-finish line, white flag, 1 lap remaining at Darlington. Zed Weinstein out in front. He comes in this race third in standings. A win definitely will do him some good. In his chase for his first ever championship. Nick Baxter can take 2nd away from Jack Richards. But I'm afraid too far back of the 70 car Zed Weinstein. He won at Watkins Glen about 3 races ago. Now, out of number 4, Zed Weinstein wins the Mountain Dew Southern 500 at Darlington. Nick Baxter will take 2nd. 3rd will be Jeremy Doobie. 4th, Jack Richards. 5th, Charles Jackson. Adrian Becker. 6th, John Lena. 8th. Cole Dally be finish in 6th position. 7th was Adrian Becker. 8th, John Lena. 9th, Chris Washer. 10th was Kyle Matthews. And Mike Becker, who led with 10 laps to go, drops to 11th place. And Cody Lummis and Pichu London both stand on the racetrack. I don't know what that was all about. Average speed 171.210 miles an hour. Zed Weinstein takes the win at Darlington here today. Second, Nick Baxter, and we gave you the top 10 already. Mike Becker was 11th. 12th, Joshua Michaels. 13th, Rohit Baderview. 14th, Dylan Young. Dougie Shears, 15th. Stephanie Naylor, 16th. Keith Batson, 17th. 18th, Leah Walker. 19th, Ann Batson. 20th was Joshua Osborne. So, Osborne and Batson and Osborne and the Batsons and Dalton Day, in fact, also Dylan Putti, they made some headway. They were back to almost last place a few laps ago. And championship leader Seth Cole ends up 25th in the race. So not the outing Seth Cole wanted, counting the day that especially the day Zed Weinstein had. So he's yeah. And way back in the back, Johnny Gardner dead last. His horrible season continues as well. But a big win for Zed Weinstein as he takes home the title at Darlington. Number 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. The J.D. McDuffie paint scheme does it today at Darlington. He also got a win at Watkins Glen. And like McGruff the Crime Dog, they take a bite out of crime. No. Actually, Zed Weinstein and Mike Becker had to take a big bite out of Seth Cole's points lead, which is now down to 66 points. Seth Cole leads by 66 over Zed Weinstein, who is now in a tie with Mike Becker for second. And Joshua Osborne is still 162 points back in fourth. Nick Baxter up to fifth. Keith Batson 6th. 7th, Dylan Young. 8th, Kyle Matthews. 9th, Jessica Shelton. 10th is Chris Washer. So, looking at the rookie points, looking at the rookie of the year chasing this in the points chase, Jessica Shelton leads Chris Washer by 20 points for top rookie in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. So the rookie of the year in the series goes to the highest finishing. The rookie of the year in the Castrol GTX Cup Series goes to the highest finishing rookie, is what I was meaning to say. So, Charles Stanford down in 20th position. Some big names trying to make their way up there. I should say in the points. I don't know, but yeah. So, excuse me. So, 25 down the books, 11 races remaining on the Season 9 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Next race on the tour will be at Richmond International Raceway, the Air Guard 400. Don't miss it.